Palestinian flag? The hell's that all about? In fact, some of these people are so stupid they were flying the Italian flag. They didn't realize that it's not the Palestinian flag. But I want people to understand something. I want Joe Biden to understand something. I want Kamala Harris to understand something, and the rest of their party. Who the hell do you think you are to tell us whether we get to live or die? Who the hell do you think you are to tell us whether we get to live in a free country or not? Who the hell do you think you are? You get to decide the price of our food? You get to decide if gasoline is available to us? We're an advanced civilization. We have an industrial society. We are a free people. We get to decide what the price of food is. We get to decide what the price of fuel is. We get to decide if we kick your asses out of office or not. And I suggest to you that if we don't kick their asses out of office, we are going to pay a very, very steep price for this. Very steep price for this. You see, these elections are no longer about little white paper policy differences. They're about freedom versus tyranny. You want to live in a free country or don't you? That's the choice. And for Jewish Americans, the choice is even more dire. This is not going to stop these daily Kristallnachts. These universities and colleges are not going to stop because we tell them to stop or we give good speeches. This is a spreading cancer, and it spreads, and it spreads, and it spreads, and it spreads. This is being funded by Iran and Qatar. It's being funded by the Democrat Party billionaire oligarchs. And it has a home in the Democrat Party. It has a home in the Democrat Party. You heard that young man just say he went to the DNC. They never spoke up about Israel. They were scared to death. Josh Shapiro, who's a little jerk, by the way, but nonetheless, they passed over him for obvious reasons. And then he goes to the DNC and he attacks Trump for being an anti-Semite. Jews like this give cover to the anti-Semites. That's what they do. I'm not running for office. I'll say what I damn well please. And I'm going to tell you something else. Jews today who vote Democrat, you know, I read these books about totalitarians. I read and read and read, and I read these people who survived it, many of whom were Jews that survived the Third Reich. You know what they say? It's a common theme. We never thought it could happen. No free country ever thinks it's going to turn into the Third Reich. Ever. But one did. Or into a communist regime, it happens. And more times than not, the people vote for it. The Democrat Party doesn't hate Jews. It doesn't hate it. It's Netanyahu. He's the problem, you see. No. You got people in the Democrat Party who hate Jews. You've got faculty who hate Jews. You've got an open immigration system that is importing people into the United States from the Middle East who hate Jews. And the Democrat Party is apparently fine with that. Look how they campaign. Look what they say. Look how they hide Kamala Harris. One of the reasons they're hiding Kamala Harris is because she's an anti-Semite. But she's married to a Jew. The Prime Minister of Britain's married to a Jew, too. Really? And the New York Times was owned by a Jewish family in the 1930s when they covered up the Holocaust. I don't give a damn who you're married to. I don't care about your stupid identity politics. I care about what you believe and what you're going to do. What other evidence do we need? The Democrat Party, as I speak, is withholding weapons from Israel. The Democrat Party is demanding that Israel capitulate to Hamas, which has raped, slaughtered. Let me ask you a question, and this is going to sound misogynist. I don't care. If you're a man out there, if you're a man and you hear about this raping stuff, about your women, your wife, your daughter, your niece, you don't cut deals with people like that. You destroy them and you crush them. Jewish women in Israel are not expendable. Oh, okay. It was horrible what happened on October 7th. But you Jews, you have to do this. Excuse me. We Jews have to take care of business. Israel's never allowed to win. Well, now your prime minister wants to win for once. Win. We talk about forever wars. Been a forever war against Israel since Israel became a state for over 75 years. At some point, the forever war has to come to an end. And the end is now. We're the Persians. You understand what I mean? I love the Persian Jews. They're like the most patriotic Jews on the face of the planet. They just are. But I'm not really talking about you. We're the ancient Persians. They're gone. We're the ancient Babylonians. Before the Persians. They're gone. Where's the Third Reich? They're gone. So I have a little message for the modern-day Nazis, overseas and abroad. We're not going anywhere. You are. You here, you've learned the lessons of history. You understand what's taking place in our own country. You see what's taking place in Israel. You see what's going on in Western Europe, in France, where the chief rabbi says, Jews, you have 10 years, you better get out. Or in London, or all throughout Europe. We've had a second crusade of the Islamists, which I separate from the Muslims, the Islamists. There's been a second crusade. It's revolution by immigration. It's happening in our own country, in our own colleges and universities. Now, we can sit back and pretend there's nothing we can do about it but talk to each other and wring our hands and post things on social media. That's all well and good. But if we don't change policies, it's over. It's over for the United States of America. I don't care if the people in the press agree or not. They are co-conspirators with everything that's taking place in this country right now. The fact of the matter is, you see, you hear, you have a brain, you read, you see what's going on, you know what's going on, or you wouldn't be here. Or you wouldn't be here. This is life and death. This is whether you want to have an America that has accepted Jews and everybody else, all minorities, because of this fantastic country founded on Judeo-Christian principles, because of our fantastic Declaration of Independence, because of our fantastic Constitution, which are under attack by the Marxist-Islamist alliance. Now, it's not asking too much to vote, which starts next week. But you got to do more. Use modern technology. Use the email and texting and phone calls. Get a hold of your neighbors. You saw these 3 young people here. You can have an impact. Tell your fellow Jews. Do you want to survive? Do you want to be able to go to synagogue? Do you want to be able to send your kids to whatever college you want? Because right now, those things are up in the air. One other quick thing, then I'll get off the stage here, which is this. I want to thank, that means get the hell off the stage. All right. I want to thank all the Gentiles, Christians, non-Christians, who support us, who support this country. And I want to thank you, and I want to get off the stage, because the greatest president in my lifetime is standing by to talk to you. God bless you.